Hello everyone, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Have you ever wondered how discarded paper waste can be transformed into something as soft and essential as toilet paper inside a modern factory? In this video, we'll explore the entire journey, from recycled materials to finished products, and by the end, I'll also share some useful tips on how this product is used in everyday life. And before we continue, let me know in the comments, which country are you watching from? And what time is it there right now? Every great product begins with a source, and in this case, it starts with what many people consider waste. Across cities and industries, used paper is collected from offices, households, and recycling centers, forming the foundation of this sustainable process. These materials are transported to large-scale recycling facilities, where they are sorted and prepared for transformation. What makes this stage so important is the variety of sources, which directly affects the quality of the final product. Different types of paper bring different fiber strengths and characteristics. Interestingly, recycled paper can be processed multiple times, though the fibers become shorter with each cycle. What I personally find fascinating is how something once discarded becomes the starting point of a new life cycle. From here, the journey continues as these materials move into the cleaning stage, where impurities are removed before processing. Before any transformation can begin, the raw materials must be carefully cleaned and prepared. Mixed paper waste often contains unwanted elements such as plastics, metals, and dust, all of which must be removed to ensure a high-quality output. Advanced sorting systems, magnets, air blowers, and shredders work together to break down the material and eliminate contaminants. This stage ensures that only usable fibers continue through the process. An interesting fact is that even tiny impurities can affect the texture and safety of the final product, making this step crucial. In my opinion, this is where precision and technology truly define the efficiency of the entire production line. But what happens next is where the real transformation begins, as the cleaned paper is converted into pulp. At this stage, the cleaned paper begins its transformation into pulp, a thick slurry that forms the base of all paper products. Inside massive pulping machines, paper is mixed with water and broken down into individual fibers through powerful mechanical action. Large rotating blades and agitators ensure that the material is fully dissolved, creating a uniform mixture. Screening systems then remove any remaining large contaminants. What many people may not realize is that the consistency of this pulp directly affects the strength and softness of the final product. What I personally find fascinating is watching solid paper dissolve into a fluid material ready to be reshaped. But what happens in the next stage is where the real refinement begins. With the pulp prepared, the next step focuses on purification and enhancement. During this stage, ink residues are removed through flotation and chemical processes, while unwanted odors are neutralized. The pulp is also brightened using controlled bleaching methods, ensuring it meets hygiene and aesthetic standards. Each treatment is carefully monitored to maintain safety and environmental compliance. An interesting detail is that modern processes use eco-friendly chemicals to minimize environmental impact. In my opinion, this stage plays a critical role in transforming recycled material into something clean and usable. From here, the pulp moves forward into an even more refined stage, where its structure is perfected for production. Now that the pulp has been cleaned, it enters a stage where precision becomes even more critical. The refining process focuses on improving fiber quality. ensuring the pulp reaches the ideal consistency for production. Through advanced filtration systems and high-speed centrifugal separation, even the smallest impurities are removed. At the same time, mechanical refiners adjust the structure of the cellulose fibers, making them softer and more flexible. An interesting fact is that the way fibers are refined directly influences how soft and absorbent the final toilet paper will be. In my opinion, this stage is where science and engineering truly shape the final user experience. But what happens next may surprise you. This refined pulp is about to take its first real form as paper. At this point, the refined pulp begins its transformation into a continuous sheet of paper. The liquid mixture is evenly distributed onto a fast-moving mesh conveyor where water is gradually removed. As the pulp spreads out, fibers interlock and form a thin, delicate sheet. Pressing rollers then apply controlled pressure to remove more moisture and strengthen the structure. What's fascinating is how this fragile layer, still wet and soft, already resembles the final product in its earliest form. In my opinion, this stage represents the true birth of the paper itself. From here, the process continues into drying and finishing, where the paper gains its final properties. As the paper continues its journey, it enters the drying and finishing stage, where its final qualities are developed. Large heated cylinders remove remaining moisture, transforming the sheet into a dry and stable material. Next, embossing rollers create the familiar patterns that improve softness and absorbency. The paper is then carefully wound into large rolls, ready for conversion into consumer products. An interesting detail is that embossing not only enhances texture, but also increases surface area, improving performance. What I personally find fascinating is how such a simple pattern can significantly change the feel of the product. But the next step may completely change how this product looks, as it is prepared for quality verification. Before reaching consumers, every roll must pass strict quality control tests. Advanced machines measure strength, softness, and absorbency, ensuring the product meets high standards. Laboratory tests also verify hygiene and safety, confirming that the paper is suitable for everyday use. Any defective products are immediately removed from the production line. An interesting fact is that even slight variations in thickness or texture can be detected by modern inspection systems. In my opinion, this stage is essential in maintaining consistency and trust in the product. With quality assured, the paper is now ready to move into packaging and distribution. After passing strict quality checks, the paper enters the final transformation stage, packaging. Large jumbo rolls are precisely cut into smaller rolls, each designed for consumer use. Automated systems handle core insertion, cutting, wrapping, and sealing, ensuring efficiency and hygiene throughout the process. The products are then grouped into packs and sealed in protective packaging. An interesting detail is that packaging not only protects the product, but also helps preserve its softness and cleanliness during transportation. In my opinion, this stage reflects how automation ensures both speed and consistency. From here, the finished products are ready to begin their journey to stores and consumers. Once packaged, the products are transported to distribution centers and retail locations. Inside large warehouses, logistics systems organize and manage inventory with remarkable precision. Forklifts, conveyors, and tracking systems work together to ensure that each shipment reaches its destination efficiently. From factories to supermarkets, the journey is carefully coordinated. An interesting fact is that modern logistics systems can track products in real time, ensuring availability and reducing delays. What I personally find fascinating is how this invisible network connects factories to everyday life. Soon these products arrive on store shelves, ready to be chosen by consumers. Now, the journey reaches a familiar setting, everyday life. In supermarkets, neatly arranged toilet paper products line the shelves, offering consumers a wide range of choices. Shoppers compare brands, textures, and packaging, often selecting products based on comfort, quality, and value. This is where all the industrial effort meets real human needs. What's interesting is how such a simple product plays an essential role in hygiene and daily comfort across homes, offices, and public spaces. In my opinion, this stage reminds us that even the most ordinary items have an extraordinary journey behind them. And finally, the story concludes with how to use and care for this product properly. As we reach the final stage, it's important to understand how to use this everyday product properly and responsibly. Toilet paper is designed for hygiene and comfort, but using it correctly can also improve efficiency and reduce waste. First, always use the product in moderate amounts. Taking only what is needed helps avoid unnecessary waste and supports environmental sustainability. Second, store toilet paper in a clean, dry place. Moisture can affect its texture and hygiene, reducing its effectiveness. Third, avoid flushing excessive amounts at once, as this can lead to plumbing issues. Modern products are designed to dissolve efficiently, but proper usage still matters. Another useful tip is to choose recycled paper products when possible, as they help reduce environmental impact. What I personally find meaningful is how small daily habits, like using paper responsibly, can contribute to a larger sustainable system. This simple product, made from recycled materials, represents a full cycle, from waste to usefulness, and back to the environment in a responsible way. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you found this video interesting, please comment 1 below. If you think it could be better, feel free to comment 0 or share your thoughts. Also, tell me in the comments, what production process would you like to see in the next video? Your support truly motivates me to keep creating more videos like this. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with your friends.